go. So one verse I'm going to use is Exodus 12 and 14. And actually, I know somebody that's Jewish, so I had asked them how they do their unleavened bread.
You got to cheat this time.
12 and 14. And it said, and this day shall be unto you for a memorial. You shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout generations, so you shall keep its feast by ordinance forever. And right there, I was thinking that's a two-part, because a memorial, you remember things of the past, people of the past and stuff. So God wants them to remember how He brought them out. Then the second part of it, He wanted to go through generation and stuff, and He wanted to do it unto God. And so this is from my Jewish friend, and we know how it got started. Okay, she said, on the night, as you recall, the Lord freed. And the Jewish, they take the O out of the Lord and O out of God, but they still recognize it as the Lord and God. Is just the way they spell it. The Hebrew slaves, they were to eat bread that they hadn't had time to rise, roast lambs and bitter herbs. They were to clean their homes of all leaven and be dressed ready to leave. And actually, they clean their homes 30 days before the Passover. I mean, like, thoroughly clean it. They go through and clean it 30 days before the Passover. And then on the night of the Passover, the 30 days before the Passover, begin to clean our homes of all leaven, since flour and yeast are fine, they can float unseen and cover everywhere. Leaven is like to sin, and it can creep in unaware. So we can give our homes a full cleaning. We are looking into our own hearts for sins that creep in. So in that part, I thought a little topic, spring cleaning, because the Feast of Unleavened is a spring cleaning. You know how we go through our house, do that good cleaning, that deep cleaning and stuff like that. So that's what we need to do in our body right here, and even in our homes, because sometimes we have things in our homes that shouldn't be, whether it's magazines, music, or our children have things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it might have pornography, that shouldn't be in our homes.
Overseer Lee Deep Long.
And this part I thought was past. All leaven is removed. Cake, cookies,
Cookies, the cookies too.
crackers, flour, etc. It isn't to even be owned by them. And what they do, anything that's not open, they give it to a food donation.
Oh, cool.
Anything that is open, they just throw it out.
Okay.
They don't even their dishes.
What?
Even their dishes, they don't eat on the same dishes during this time. They have she said, have certain even paper plates that got the Passover picture. And I was trying to get her to send me a picture so I could see what it looked like. I mean, even down to the dishes, they don't use the same dishes.
For 7 days?
Actually, they start 30 days before the Passover. They prepare. They start consecrating themselves. So when the Passover is here, they just go ahead and go into it.
Just throw everything away in their house.
Everything.
They're continuing to sin.
Yeah, that ain't been open.
But, but basically,
But just don't buy it. If you're going that way.
Yeah.
but it's spiritual and natural.
Right. That's what we should do. Get everything out of. Like I said, when we do that spring cleaning, sometimes we throw away. And I know the older people, they used to have, like, in the spring, some different sprays they put on the bed and stuff. I was thinking about that, how they go through and wash walls. And, I mean, they get every little nook and cranny. They have to, like, dig deep. I mean, really deep cleaning. I mean, even first down to the pot. They don't first use the pot during this process. Okay, so once the house is clean, all leaven, none is to be brought into the house. For example, as I clean each room, I place a red sticker on the door that says this room is ready for the Passover, and no eating is to take place. And I like this part. It said the night before the Passover, they play a game with the children, and what they do, they take some breadcrumbs and hide it different places in the house. and the father go around with a feather, with a candle, a wooden spoon in it with a feather, with the children going about looking for breadcrumbs. Why? Because despite holy living, there is always someone coming behind you, tempting you once again. I said, wow, that is so true. So once you get deliverance stuff, wherever you get delivered from, you know, that come that person, you know, bring that temptation. And keeping our homes and lives sin-free is a daily balance. Sometimes we need the Father's help to point out and remove that sin. So that's why the Father go around and look for, he go around looking for the sin. And it took me a while to get that part. I said, oh, okay, I got it. Because with him being the head and our Father of us, and we need his help with a lot of stuff, you know, getting sin out of our life and stuff. Okay, then when the baby's point out where the bread is, he sweeps it out. Then the next morning, all remaining leaven is taken outside and burned. Now they go into the Passover. You know, it's only one day they go into that. And she said even with that, they have a special tablecloth they put over the table. It's white, and they have white, and they have special dishes they use and stuff, and food and stuff out at the Passover.
Because it originated from the...
It was kind of interesting that she was saying, and she said in the next 6 days, they actually don't do the kind of work. And they stay away from like stores, any place that got leaven in it, flour, anything, cookies, anything like that. So that brings a temptation. So really they be consecrating themselves. And I said that's true because like, well I never, well, just say like you used to go out and party all the time. And if you're not strong enough, they'll wind up drawing you. So I can understand that part. I thought that was so neat that they just stay away from anything that, you know,
they're making a great sacrifice for their season unto God.
And then she said, the next day and the 6 days after, we eat unleavened bread, and coming from Exodus 12 and 5, nothing with rye, barley, or any grain. Depending on the tradition, this could include corn, rice, and beans.
Two heifers.
I know it was.
Two heifers.
I know it was.
She didn't say it's wrong, it's what they do.
That's what they do.
No, she said depending on your tradition.
See that?
So I don't know if it's different Jewish traditions that do different parts, but she has said, yeah.
Don't eat that black folks. Some black folks eat everything. You want to eat? Yeah, you have to have that night. Yeah.
And she just how
You heard that?
What he said?
You don't want to go to that religion.
Oh.
And they have they go in the kosher, I think I can pronounce it, kosher section of the store, and they get all their products and stuff, whatever they're going to eat, and they read the labels. And they say this is actually a very pure, clean diet. But that's about it.
Wow, that's good. It's very interesting. You know.
I had something else I said.
You started different there, didn't you?
You know,